Shout out to everybody tuning in around the world. This is Champagne Soccer. We're back. The 2026-27 season is in motion. La Liga started this weekend, this past weekend. The Premier League is starting on this upcoming weekend. You got the Bundesliga, they're going to be last because they're at the end of the month. But next week, you got Serie A and the French League, Liga starting up. So we back, man. It might have felt like we never left because just a month ago today was the World Cup final. But hey, business is business. Word to Young Thug. And guys, we had a couple matches today, one official, one unofficial. But y'all know we have to talk about Liga because the match today that I saw was between Atletico Madrid and Malaga. Malaga is a newly promoted side. They've been kind of a hipster favorite back in the days, especially in the early 2010s when they had people like my boy Santi Cazorla, Jamar's boy Isco running around. They played like a real smooth style of football, very technical with Manuel Pellegrini as their manager. Pellegrini ended up going to Man City, winning a league title over there. He was the manager there before Pep took over, but now they're going through a new generation. They've back in the La Liga, and they played an impressive game today, even though they lost 2-0. They had a lot of opportunities there. They were very structured defensively. They weren't able to get as many shots, but when they could, they were in dangerous positions. And it took until the 70th minute for Atletico to score their first goal. Shout out to Kang Lee, who was casted away from PSG. He's a very talented player, but y'all know how it is. PSG, you could argue, has the best attack in the world, so it's hard to break through in that rotation. And he was sold to Atletico this year, and I think he'll be a great player for them. He scored a banger cutting in from the right to the left, a typical right winger, inside forward goal, the Arjen Robin trademark. Scored top bins to the far corner, and they showed they showed all the Korean fans in the corner. I said, "Whoa, South Korea, y'all moved to Madrid already?" He was turned, and then their second goal was a nice free kick from Alex Banea, World Cup champion. He was the starting left winger for Spain for most of the tournament. So two wonder goals to win the match, but overall it was kind of underwhelming. Um, Jamar, Diego Simeone, he has a lot of talented attackers, but we see how his tactics neutralizes them. We see how his son is a striker, but that boy doesn't know how to shoot. All he knows how to do is slide, tackle, and be illegal. But what did you think about your City Ops performance today?
I thought that they was the same old Atletico. I know the dude who scored the goal, number 7, I can't remember his name. I think he's from PSG.
Yup,
He
Kang and
might be,
Lee.
yeah, he might be a nice addition, but I don't know. To me, like I remember the stat at halftime. They basically had the same possession. It was 49-51. And I'm like, bro, you so and y'all are home. I mean, that's probably what sent them over the edge, to be honest with you, because they do play good at home. Them wild ass fans that they got. I ain't gonna use the R word, but them wild ass fans that they
Yeah.
got. They give them a little boost, and it just seemed like their energy wasn't down. The thing that be blowing me about Atletico is like, bruh, why don't y'all have this energy when y'all play us? Like, where's like they a completely different team when they see Real Madrid, but it's like against everybody else, they play like this. And I don't know. Malaga was able to. I will say, when it got in the second half, I don't know. Maybe Malaga's players were getting tired, but I felt like Atletico's pressing was working a little better. But in the first half, they was trying to press, but it felt like Malaga was able to break them down and get through their press more often and get some chances in there. But it just don't. They don't really seem convincing to me. I mean, I don't think Julian Alvarez didn't play. Um, But like, I don't know. Barcelona made moves, we made moves, and it just seems like they really didn't make too many moves other than like I said, the Twitter feed. That's where they shined at this off season. And even Diego Simeone, he looked exhausted. Like that was the first I seen him like something happened and like he wasn't as energetic, but he just looked exhausted. Like he don't got the same fire that he had a few years ago
And
when it
Jamar, his
comes to
head
them.
top is getting thinner, man. You see it.
Oh
You
yeah,
see it
yeah.
through
So
his head top now. I'm like, whoa, this shit kind
yeah,
of
it's thin.
lost volume.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's getting thin, That's stress, man. But yeah, it just don't seem like they got any players that can really like do. They just don't seem like they have players that really game in and game out are going to be consistent for them. It seems like they got players where they may shine here, this player may shine here, or maybe in this game, but as a collective, it just don't seem like they have the squad to really truly compete in the league off this first game. Maybe we'll see when Julian comes in, but Clay even put the picture in the chat. Julian looked like, you know what I'm saying? He's ready to leave. He looked like that picture looked like he was stressed.
Yeah,
To
he
be honest,
does.
hey
He
man.
definitely wants to get out of there, but
Yeah,
hey,
but Atletico Madrid ain't gonna let him rock at least this year. So now if they would have if Julian goes to Barcelona this year, I might be a little worried. I won't say worried, but a little bit more have my antennas up with Barcelona. But yeah, Atletico, man, I'm not worried about them at all. I'm like, man, if this is how they're gonna play, but they're not gonna play the same way against us, so I can't even
and
compare.
they
But they
did.
ain't gonna be no competition in the league though.
Yeah,
That's what I'll say.
and to be fair to them, they did start the match because the presenter said before the match that out of La Liga, Atletico had the most players that participated in the World Cup final. So people thought it was interesting that how come they have to be play at the end of week one of La Liga while Real Madrid and Barca can wait until week two to play. So
Yeah, I mean
that's
that is
why,
kind of wild.
yeah,
But
and that's why
maybe only because of the numbers, and then they play again on Saturday too,
that's
which
what
is
I'm
job
saying. They
messed up.
making them.
Yeah,
Hey man, like I
yeah.
said earlier, business is business. Atletico, you ain't got the juice like Barca, Real Madrid. Sorry,
Yeah,
because
that's the only reason why because they did have a lot of players, and even I was surprised because I know Julian played in the final, but also hold on, did Diego's son play in the final?
yeah, and
Yeah,
Alex
because he's on
Panea,
Argentina.
he played too. The guy
Yes.
that scored the free kick.
So I was kind of surprised that he played because Julian didn't play. So that kind of threw me off a little bit. But yeah, that is kind of messed up. I will say that's kind of messed up that they had to play on Wednesday while Barcelona playing on Sunday and we playing Saturday.
Yeah,
But they gonna squeeze in that extra game somewhere, and for us, I mean, at the beginning, yeah, we getting favored, but on the back end they're gonna try to squeeze that game in somewhere like on a Tuesday or something like that, where we're gonna have to play like 3 games, extra game or something like that. So it's only good for in the moment. But overall, man, I'm not worried about Atletico again. Like even if they just happen to beat us in their crib, which is very likely, they love playing us in their crib. Outside of that, I'm not in La Liga. Yeah, because if we play them in Champions League or something like that, then I ain't worried about them at all. But yeah, in La Liga, I'm not really worried about them either. Like to really compete for the trophy. So Atletico's Atletico again.
yeah, man, and shout out to George Dominguez Letuba. He was the 16-year-old black kid for Atletico who made his debut. He's a center back, but they had him playing at right back because of, resting a lot of their team. In their starting 11, it seemed like the regular guys that got to start, their main players was like Lookman, Koke, Lenormand, and then of course Yano Black in goal. So this kid, he had a lot on his hands, and he didn't play the best. He got a yellow card. He got hooked at halftime. But shout out to you to becoming the youngest debutant in Atletico's history, a black kid at that. They said his dad is a Spaniard, but his mom is from Congo, so the Republic of Congo, and he's been at Atletico since he was 5 years old. So good luck to you. He seems like he's on the right path. He plays for the Spain under 17s national team, also plays for Atletico B. So good luck to you, little homie. But yeah, I'm with you, Jamar. It's like you see the talent that they have in attacking with like a Kangan Lee, Alex Banya, Ademola Lookman, but Julian Alvarez don't want to be there, so the vibes are going to be off. But another match that happened today, Cletus, was the Joan Gamper Cup, and this is a preseason tournament that for some reason, guys, it's like Barca always gets to play it when the season starts. Because last year they played this joint against Man City, and I was like, hey, these niggas are playing league matches. Why they get to do this random tournament right now? So today they played against Al Ali. They won 2-1. They had a presentation for all their stars that they signed this year. Rodri, what's it called? Rodri, Anthony Gordon, Karim Adeyemi, Cancelo was on the steps looking sick. Clay, what did you think about these shenanigans that while Atletico's playing a league match today, Barca gets to play a friendly so they can get some more bread in their pocket?
I'm gonna go ahead and send out the job description. The fight against corruption is still going on. We need warriors, we need lawyers, we need muscle men, and we need a lot of new journalists. I watched the game. I don't think Barca did anything impressive. 2-1, like you said, one of it was a penalty. Um, I'd be honest about the boy. He looked very average today, once again. Nothing special there. I'm still really surprised at the fact that Rafinha is the captain of this team. I don't know if Rodri's going to come in and shut that down and become the new captain. But yeah,
Nah, he can't come to new captain, bruh. It's his first year. Rafinha got twerked there, bruh.
hey, man, before Rafinha became the captain, they was about to free him.
We got their old captain.
Arajat was the captain. That's what I'm saying. They be giving that shit to anybody, man.
You don't hold no weight in Barca, bro. You're a new nigga on the block is cool. Here you go.
Because they lost, y'all notice it's because they lost a lot of their local leaders.
Is
So now it's like,
Pedri's adios,
yeah, I
Gavi.
mean, not Pedri. He's
Be
still young.
honest. Be honest. Be
Nah,
honest.
he's still good, man. Don't worry. Don't.
Gavi.
Gavi's the
Gavi.
one. That's why Clay. That's why Lewandowski told him to learn to speak English. They're gonna slime you out, little boy. The way you be slide tackling, you deserve to play for Crystal Palace.
Look, MLS boy, you have no career in Europe anymore. I was telling niggas from the jump he was never the one. Nigga all running around. He's a huff Jack Wilshere to me. He's a huff Jack Wilshere,
I
okay?
wouldn't even call him Jack because Jack. Jack was a playmaker. This guy, he's like a CTE Conte.
Brother.
Yeah, because Conte, he has the work rate, but you see how he's great with his timing, how he can find space to make runs, even though he wasn't the best attacking guy. But Gavi, that nigga
He had vision.
Yeah, Gavi, he don't know. That's why he's the new model for the team. That's why he dyed his hair pink. He's like, I got to do something to get hot.
You see him and Pedri got the different hair top, But I think the only thing I was impressed about Barca today was that kid at striker number 29, number 30.
Hamza. Yeah, that little homie good.
I think I've seen him play maybe 2 games now, the last 2 games, and I think he might be starting out as a striker. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it honest, bro. You know me, I don't be sugarcoating when it comes to niggas. That boy Yamal he better start juicing or something, because he might be cooked after next year.
Hey man, this is why I think he's they said this year your man Hansi Flick wants to play him more centrally. We'll see how that works out. Lamine Yamal had the best goal scoring season of his young career last year. So you see he's continuing to develop and get better in certain aspects. But the reason why I got Real Madrid winning the league is because Barcelona lost 43% of their goals last year. You lost 21 goals from Ferran Torres, the guy who scored the game-winning goal in the World Cup. And the only reason why y'all didn't want to re-sign him is because if you did that, you would have to pay Man City extra money in that transfer deal y'all did for him. So y'all basically let your best available striker go because of a technicality. Lewandowski scored 19 goals last year. He's an elder statesman. He's 37. It was time for him to move on, but he still was a very productive player for them last year. He retires as a club legend from them. Now he's in Chicago. He's still doing all right over there. And then you lost Marcus Rashford, who scored 14 goals. That's 40. I did the numbers. You know, I'm a journalist, but I can also I know how to work a calculator. It lost 43% of their goals. And Marcus, you know who they brought in to fix that void? Anthony Gordon and Kareem Adeyemi. The hell is that?
Streets is calling Anthony Gordon young Neymar, bro.
Oh, hey, you're lying.
It's the drugs.
He's joking, right?
It's the drugs. It's the drugs.
Marcus, did you see the penalty that Gordon got and then the penalty he took?
Yes. And that he's only gonna give you 10 goals a year, bro.
This game happened today. This Barcelona joint.
Yeah, they played Al Ali.
It was
they won 2-1.
Marcus, 10 goals is you're being generous.
Oh, come on.
He got 10 goals and he went on a 3-month drought, bro. So like I don't really put a lot on him. I think they kind of played the wrong card. They should have got Rashford. But I mean, the Barcelona team need a striker. And Dan, the word on the street, I heard they trying to get Victor. Y'all gonna let that slide?
That's not the word on the street. I'm feeding the word to the street. I'm trying to sell it, Marcus.
Hey, nah, Dan. We might need to let that one slide. We need to approve that transfer. That might be the destruction of Barcelona right there. Get that Nigerian in there. Let's go.
Hey man, this is what the transfer is looking like. It's looking like this. I just sent y'all a pic in the chat that, hey man, they don't want him. It's just like Emi Martinez, how he was crying a year before about, oh, I'm leaving Aston Villa. Then he came back the next year. Then this year, y'all, he tried to leave and go to Juventus. Juventus said, how much you want? Hell no, we'll go take Vicario for $10.
Hold on. And what's sick is they got Suzuki. So he has to go. He has to go this year.
But there's nobody there.
Better go to the Saudis, my boy.
Hey, I guess he asking for too much money. Debu is asking for too much. I don't know, but Marcus, Rodri got a big ovation during the presentation. The Barca fans are looking at this signing as a coup that we got a player from Real Madrid. It's propaganda because I'll read some quotes for you from Jose Mourinho in regards to Rodri afterwards. But
I'm gonna answer that too. Yeah, but go ahead.
I was gonna say, actually, you can read that because I actually heard the quotes. I'm sitting there that he's having interviews at 12 p.m. midnight. So, like, come on, bro. Respect my.
Jose, he went on El Chiringo, which is a popular sports show in Spain. We've talked about the show on here many times because this is a show that goes viral because of how funny it is. But it's also Florentino Perez's show where he goes to get his shit off. So obviously, since those are Florentino's boys, if Jose is in the building, you got to go salute my little homies too. So they asked Jose about Rodri. Let me find the exact quotes. All right, here you go. And people, because for me, how I read the situation, it seemed like Rodri wanted to go to Real Madrid. Real Madrid were interested in the opportunity to get a player like that, even though he wasn't really on their short list for transfers. They were interested, but never enough to put in a bid for Man City, but Jose said he did talk to him. He said they put up a very lucrative contract proposal. They were very interested in him. And let me find the quotes. First, this was
Got you, Brett. Okay, you got it. I was about to tell
yeah.
you what you said. Yeah.
First, this is Rodri's agent who said, and I quote, Real Madrid made an irresistible offer to Rodri after the World Cup. Supposedly, the offer that he got was more money than Barca offered. But this is what Jose Mourinho said. He said, and I quote, we are not lacking players. I'm not saying there won't be any more signings because the market is open. But if you ask me directly if it's closed for me, yes, it is closed. I really like the squad, end quote. And then he also said, in regards to Rodri, he said, and I quote, I spoke to him a couple of times and Real Madrid made him a very good offer. I think there's a very good relationship with City. Without negotiating with City, the club made contact with Rodri. They made him a major offer. Rodri had his doubts. He hesitated. And Rodri's doubts created doubts for me, end quote. And then he also said about Rodri's game, he said, and I quote, he is an extraordinary player and was very respectful with us. Nothing negative to say, but Real Madrid is of a dimension that cannot have players who second guess themselves. You make contact and the player asks you, when do I have to go? That's somewhat the concept, but he was very respectful with us. I wish him well. Not too well, obviously, but I wish him well, end quote. So Jose did confirm that he rapped to Rodri a couple times. Florentino gave him a very, very good offer, but Rodri was impatient because he wanted to get the hell out of Man City. He knew that shit was about to be a shit show this year. He wanted to go home. When Vinicius resigned, Real Madrid had to be more tactical with their sellings. So far, they haven't sold anybody. I know Franco Mastustano has gone on loan to Fiorentina. A couple other younger homies have gone on loan, but
We sold it now. We've been selling the younger homies, and we
I
sold
mean,
a
but I'm
young nigga
saying,
today too.
I mean, like after the Vinicius joint, because I know y'all did sell the young homies to Fulham, but I
We
mean,
sold one more young nigga too,
yeah,
like
but they
recently,
were
either
saying,
yesterday or today. Yeah.
yeah, but like they were saying, out of the first team, y'all haven't sold
Oh yeah,
anybody,
yeah,
so
yeah.
that's
Nah.
why
Yeah,
there
yeah,
was no
nah.
space for Rodri to get in there. But Jamar, what do you think about Jose's comments on Rodri and that great offer y'all gave him? Why wasn't he waiting?
Bruh, look, bruh. He said what he needed to say to the public. I just think I don't think we were I don't think we were like gung ho to sign him. I think for the most part we were, you know, like we put in an offer to get him, but I don't think like I felt like if we really applied pressure, then we would have signed him because that's what we've done for all of our signings, especially in this transfer window. We applied pressure to all of them and got the job done very quickly. Outside of Jan, who had like other things going on as to why we couldn't sign him properly. But yeah, like what Jose said, I feel him because again, I've mentioned this before. Like Florentino, ever since the Bale, Golf, Wales, Madrid in that order, or Wales, Golf, Madrid in that order, he's only been signing players who distinctly and solely want to play. Not, I don't want to say solely, but really had their heart set on playing for Real Madrid, no questions asked. And like Jose said, like if there's hesitation, then you gonna make us hesitate. Like, well, nigga, what the fuck is there to hesitate about? You feel what I'm saying? If we ask you to come play for us, and if that's the case, then my nigga, you can go ahead and be free. You already know I ain't want that nigga to begin with anyway. So I mean, I think lucrative. I think they're saying that just to say it, but I don't think we bid higher than Barcelona for him. The number that I seen multiple times was 50 mil. and I didn't see that change once. Like I didn't see us say after we dropped the 50 or 55 mil, like, oh, Real Madrid resubmitted a bid. Like even for Vinicius Jr., they said, oh, and I'm just talking about this summer. Vinicius rejected a bid, but Real Madrid sent an even better offer for Vinicius Jr. and then he signed on that offer. So I just don't, in all honesty, I just don't think we was really pursuing them that hard. And like you pointed out, it's gonna be hard for us to sign them because no first team players wanted to go. We had to get rid of another midfielder in order for us to sign them anyway. And none of them wanted to leave. So and then we re-signed Tuchemani. We're not getting rid of Jude, Fede Valverde, or Arda Güler. We just signed Bernardo Silva. So I like what other where like you know what I'm saying? We just didn't have the space. So I mean, good luck to that, brother. I guess. I mean, it is what it is. Have fun over there with that ugly ass burgundy and blue. You know what I'm saying? They got some midfield, but I mean, they better pray Rafinha stays healthy for majority of the season because if that bull gets hurt, like it's one thing for Anthony Gordon to come off the bench for Rafinha, but I guess I'll just stay on the Rodri thing. But yeah, that's where I'm at with the whole Rodri thing. I can talk about Barcelona later.
Nah, I mean, it's fair because it goes hand in hand, but go ahead, Marcus. What are your thoughts on this situation?
I actually think I don't even think it's that deep. I think it's actually Rodri because he just spoke on it at the testimony. What is it? Is it the whatever this joint was the presentation? He when he talked to the reporters, he just had a back surgery, and everybody thought that he wasn't going to be ready for the season. He was going to be missing a couple of months after the World Cup when he first was going to get that done. So I feel like that's what Jose actually talked about. I don't even think Jose talked about Madrid bidding for him. Like I feel like that's the director. He handled that. Jose probably tell and his scouting team probably tell him the type of player they'll fuck with. Or he probably and then like I feel like this was at the stage when Jose was probably still getting asked like if you fuck with him, talk to him or something like that. Some type of you know what I mean? The shit, a screening stage at this point. So I feel like Jose probably did say he wanted him because again, look at the mold of of midfielders that Jose usually have. Like
Yeah,
the
he needs a Rodri, if you will. That is, like you said, a controller. That's what he's like throughout the years. Someone that can dictate play from the back, but then also go forward. Like that's why Rodri is a unique player in his own right. That he's kind of like we talked about before. Like he has a Pirlo quality in terms of being a deep playmaker, but then he can also break up play. He's big, he's physical, he's fast, he's technical. But like you said, Marcus, he did have a minor back in a surgery after running the most miles in the World Cup. And we all saw how throughout the years Pep was using this boy, had him with no backup, running him into the ground. The La Liga pace will be better for him. He knows the league. That's his country. So it won't be that difficult of an adjustment. And I think it'll be an easier adjustment for him to go to Barca because half of them niggas on the Spanish national team anyways with him.
he was moving with them young boys. It looked odd sometimes.
Those are his sons. And that's why I think Jose said once the player had doubts, get out of here, because we saw those big reports of them his national teammates from Barca recruiting him, telling him, bruh, pull up. You know the system, nigga. Bruh, you played for Pep. You know how we play. So just come here. We don't like Frankie De Jong, that little nigga Huff. Come here.
So I was thinking about that. Does Frankie gotta go now after he come off the injury? Do he leave in the January window?
Yeah, he's missed to sit down. Luckily for him, ain't no international tournament coming up, so he ain't got to work hard for that. But I mean, Clay, what are your thoughts on Jose's comments about Rodri? How he talked to him a couple times, but once Rodri had the doubts, once he started hearing the whispers of Rodri talking to Barca, he's like, I don't know.
Yeah, nah. I mean, it goes back to what Jose said in the documentary. He likes players that are fully invested, that are, like bought into the program. He likes players that believe, and if you have doubts, then you don't fit into his system. So I'm not surprised that he looks straight on him. The guy's what, 31, 30. So Jose has a younger players that he could definitely mold into his image for this upcoming season. So I don't think he's that worried, about missing out on Rodri.
I do think that Rodri does help Barca because, like I said, I pick Real Madrid to win the league because I think they have a better window than Barca because they filled their needs in all phases of their team, added two defenders, fullbacks, and a center back. You add uh, Bernardo Silva, who could play in central midfield and play on the wing. You have now you sign Espy, who's another kid. Like, hey, Barcelona, y'all need a young striker. Y'all didn't look at Espy. That little nigga is hungry.
Yeah, he been looking good in preseason too, man,
About to
making good
delete.
runs and everything.
You know
Yeah.
what his goal is, right, Jamar? You know he's trying to delete Endrick. Get out of here. I'm the
Nah,
backup.
but Endrick gonna play though, man. Jose personally wanted Endrick too, bruh. So yeah, nah. Yeah, Endrick gonna get some play because Endrick can play on the right too. I think Endrick gonna play center and on the right, but yeah, go ahead, continue my
Nah,
friend.
nah.
I'm sorry. Before we go on, I'm sorry, Jamar. I've been
Nah.
asking the question for a while. Where is Rodrigo?
He's
Bruh, I've been
recovering,
telling y'all
man.
he's hurt, bruh. He tore his ACL back in like April, bruh. I've been telling y'all he's hurt.
We'll see him
He's
in
recovering.
2027, man.
Yeah, we're not gonna see him until 2027, bruh. So yeah. Just let Rodrigo lay.
Free
That's
bands.
what, yeah.
Man. Just tell me he was collecting free bands.
He's back in New
Oh
Delhi, man.
yeah.
He's
But he
working on
loves
a
Madrid
Bollywood
too,
movie.
bruh. He's gonna collect the free bands and wear white, bruh. That's what he loves.
Yeah, man. And he's protected because Carlo's the national team coach, so he knows I ain't got to do much. He'll let me in. Hey, man. Hey, but that's why I think Barca, I will say that we know they have the tactical versatility. Like Danny Olmo can be a false nine. Rafinha can be a false nine. But like I said, I don't think they added enough to their attack. I do think Rodri helps their defense and he helps their build up from deep. We know Hansi Flick likes to play a double pivot. I think that Pedri and Rodri double pivot will be pretty good in terms of playmaking and in terms of shielding the defense, but I'm still not confident in them running back another year with Christensen as Kubarsi's partner. Cause yeah, man, they needed another center back. I felt like this year, but they didn't hit that, and they needed a striker. I didn't think that they hit that, as we all know, because Julian Alvarez is still Atletico. So that's why I have Real Madrid winning the league. I think Jose, like I said, Jose's first time at Real Madrid, he won the league once and he won a Copa del Rey. And you could argue he was going against the best team of all time, that Barcelona team with Pep and allegedly the referees giving him that business. But now I think Jose, similar to Carlo, I think he'll win more the second time around. And Real Madrid, they got a magical way to clean up a legend after they've been moving dusty the last few years. Uncle Ancelotti was walking through the abyss. He was at Everton before y'all saved his life. And
Merseyside.
and Jose, he is a charismatic person. Just a few months ago, he was defending racism against these Real Madrid boys, especially Vinny. Now he's going to have these niggas ready to die for him. So I think Real Madrid will win the league. I think it'll be pretty convincingly.
Don't forget too, bro. We hungry too. All the backlash that we've been getting over the past few years, and I think the players they finally get it now. They finally understand. I think it's clicking for them. Like,
Vinny, you
oh
got
shit,
paid. No more excuses. You
yeah,
go shut up now.
yeah. We fired coaches. We done did all of that. So it's really like no excuse now for anybody. They came in the camp in form. They talked about how even Kylian Mbappe, Jose was talking about how Kylian came in the camp even from the World Cup, like in form, like ready to go. So even Vinny,
He cut his
He
break
played like
short
every
early,
minute.
right? To pull up, right?
Yeah. He did came like 2 days earlier than he could have been. The only reason Jude didn't come earlier because he had like a promotion obligation that he had to do. But yeah, everybody's like they understanding like all right, like last 2 years ain't been good. So like this year we really gotta put the pedal to the metal. So I'm with you, bro. Like 2 years not winning the league first, like I talked to you about it before, like 24-25, I felt like Barcelona was the better team. That's the year that they swept us. Last year, I felt like it was more on us because of that internal stuff. But I think this year now, especially like you said, we covered all the stuff. Like I said, we needed bodies. We got the bodies. We finally got the right wing covered because Rodrigo been getting hurt. So we got Jan. We'll see what happens with him. But at the end of the day, we got bodies and depth. And even in the defense, like even in our youngest, Clay know about our boy Juan Martinez too, who's in the cut. Jose like him a lot too. He's been getting a lot of burn in the preseason, so he's probably going to be potentially somebody we could call up at some point. We still got Raul Asensio in the cut. Like we just have more depth now for first team players, which I think is going to help us in the long haul. And our best players are like really hungrier than ever, as they should be. So I think we, like you said, we should win this season in somewhat convincing fashion to let niggas know that we back. Like everything else, we'll see. But I feel like we should at least, the very least, win La Liga. Like, and we already hoisted some big friendly trophy. I don't know what the fuck that big ass trophy was, but yeah.
Yeah, that joint was crazy. I was like, what the hell? I see Vinny laughing like, man, why is this shit so humongous?
Needed two niggas to carry that joint, bro. That shit was crazy. I never seen that trophy before in my life.
Yeah, that joint's funny, man. But I like those people that make the trophies like that because they know Jamar. They're like, hey, man, this joint's it's preseason, so let's just give him a silly trophy to make it act like it means something. Because I don't know where y'all putting that in y'all trophy collection because y'all got arguably the
It's going in the
biggest trophy.
closet, bro. It's going in the closet, bro. It's going in the closet.
Hey man,
Yeah.
just put it on eBay. Can I buy it? I need a
Yeah,
trophy.
yeah, yeah. Shit,
Yeah.
I buy that shit too. Fuck it. They don't need
Man.
it, but I do. So
Yeah, man. But Marcus, who's your favorite to win La Liga? Last year, you went outside the box. You went with Atletico. Them brothers finished fourth place. I know you ain't rocking with them this year, so who you going with?
Um, I'm actually gonna go with Barca.
Break it down, man. The vision, because you said, hey man, you was laughing at Anthony Gordon. They called him Neymar. You think Neymar about to save him?
I think I just was looking at the roster and I actually think some sick shit might happen, Dan. Roger might play center back a couple of these
No, he
games.
will. That nigga is gonna play center back.
Rodri, oh, thank the Lord. Oh,
They're
that's
gonna put
barbecue
him
chicken.
No, no,
everywhere.
Yeah,
no, no.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't gonna lie. The
Oh, man.
nigga is still next. The only nigga is still next, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
all right.
mean,
Let me see him and Mbappe 1-on-1. Mbappe gonna put him in a spin
That'll
cycle.
probably be the only one that'll cook him. That'll probably cook.
Vinny, Jan, are you serious? All right, bro.
I mean, hey,
Vinny already
Rodri,
scored on them before, so I don't.
Rodri,
What are
he
we
has
talking about?
played center back before, so he's not foreign to it. That is something they could do, especially to help with their buildup. I agree with you that, like y'all remember, I talked about it before that the 2022 World Cup when Busquets was there, Rodri was playing center back. So I mean, he can do that, and I think they will need him in certain instances. But to Jamar's point, Marcus, you trust in Rodri and that suicidal high line?
I, I don't think the games that he plays center back they're gonna do how. No, well, you know what? I
That's
think
all ANC Flick knows how to do. Ask Clay. That brother doesn't make no adjustments.
myself. I think Kunde might actually play some fucking center back this season.
Well, I mean, they did bring back Jao Cancelo, so it is possible.
And also, it make more sense now. You don't need Kunde like bombing forward because you got Rodri that can create. I think we're gonna see a lot of false nines because they got old boy Kareem from Barca. What is that? They got that little young dude. Then they gonna play. I already heard Hansi saying in the interviews he gonna play Anthony Gordon there because he's seen him do it in the Premier League. So
Yeah.
like I think they gonna still try to get a real striker, but I don't. I don't know because what is it? The Liga windows last a week longer than the Premier League joint, don't it?
I think this time they all end September 1st. The transfer
Yeah, I was
deadline.
about to say, yeah, September 1st when it's a wrap.
So
I just
they
I
got
just
12 days, 11 days. Gotta hurry up.
I'm going more with Barca also because like I think it's gonna take a little bit of time to gel with Jose. It usually do when he go to his new stop.
Now when
Like
he was young, he won Chelsea his first year. When he went to Porto, he won in his first year. I mean, when Jose was in, he went to Inter, he won in his first year, but that was, I mean, context. That Inter team before he went there, they already won Serie A 3 times in a row. So, and then at Chelsea, he had that war crime money, so that was different. And then even Porto, the half the team was already playing for the Portuguese national team before he pulled up. But that's what I'm saying. I think, like I said, I think they about to clean his image, man. Remember, Ancelotti pulled up. They wanted to double his first year back.
hey
I feel
man,
like Jose, they should make. I feel like they're good enough to make the semifinal of the Champions League and then to win La Liga. But I hear your point.
gonna say I think Jose gonna go for the Champions League and then Barca win the league. Cause
No,
and
no,
then
no, 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 no. He can't. No, we no, no, no,
hit
no.
it with some shit like shit. I want Champions League
You
and I
can't
want
let Lamine Yamal win 4 La Ligas in his first 5 years of
Yeah, nah.
professional
I
football.
think it's even
Why
in
is he
his
talking
contract.
anything?
Yeah, they even mentioned his contract, bro. They was like saying like they're more focused on him winning La Liga than Champions League. I mean, yeah, nah, we can't let them niggas win 3 in a row. Yeah, that ain't about to happen. Fuck that. So yeah, I don't give a damn about no Champions League, bro. We better win La Liga by convincingly, like Dan said. I ain't
They
rocking,
have
nigga.
to.
Yeah, ain't no nah. I don't give a damn. The only way I'll be okay is if it's like catastrophic injuries, like I usually be. That's the only way I'll be okay with it. Outside of that, nah, we hoisting that La Liga trophy. I don't give a damn.
So Marcus, let me ask you, man, because you're right. They have a lot of options that they could do tactically with their team. We know Hansi Flick plays a 4-2-3-1. What would be your preferred four attackers?
let me pull the roster up again. What's the name of that young dude that was playing today though? Hey,
Oh,
is it
Hamza, the striker.
yeah, is it that boozy woo dude?
I forgot. I didn't. I forgot his last name. It was tough for me to say, so I was just calling him by his first name, Hamza.
So I think usually it's gonna be Yamin, Rafinha. And I think actually he gonna have to put Omo up there. I don't think Omo with the overlook. I think Rodri pushed him to have to be a forward again,
Yeah,
unless he.
Omo at the false nine. Yeah, I agree with you. He probably is their best option there.
So I think like, and then he switch it up, like he bring Gordon because I heard also that he think about bringing Gordon off the bench. So if he bring Gordon off the bench, he bring Kareem off the bench. I mean,
I mean,
it's a
Marcus, in what lifetime do you see Anthony Gordon as a starter at Barcelona over Rafinha?
oh definitely.
Even Fermin Lopez, that's another guy. I'm like, I'm not. Hey, Fermin Lopez might play more over Anthony Gordon, man. That little homie, all right. They
And
just
but I trying
number
to get
7.
they trying to get the other Luis Suarez in. So
Oh
like he
yeah, from Sporting, yeah. But they saying the release clause is too high, like 60 something million. So they're not vibing with it. But
they
now,
said money for Victor.
they don't. I mean, even though Jokeres would be good for them because he is more of a guy that's good in transition, and the pace of La Liga ain't the same as the PL. But he's not. I don't think he's technical enough for what Hansi Flick wants. But Clay, who's your pick to win La Liga?
Like I told you in the chat, I'm pro, Jose. I'm vamping it up a lot more this season. I don't see how. I mean, if Barca is to win the league, it just means that the players at Real Madrid are not built to be winners. because
Or it could be Jose is washed, and I don't
no,
think he's
no, no,
washed. No,
Yeah,
no,
they already won, bro.
Clay,
You can't say
Clay,
that.
these guys
no,
they've won
no, no, no.
already
Champions
won.
League titles,
Niggas ain't
World
gonna let me
Cups.
finish.
Nah, but come on, man, go
Hey,
ahead,
no,
brother.
no, 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 because the Jose thing, they keep saying he's washed, but he's won trophies in the last couple of seasons.
What was
Besides
his
the
last trophy he won, Clay?
what's it call it? Not Roma. Was it had to be Roma?
Yeah, that's during COVID, Clay.
Nah, but then he played the final. He lost the final. He went to the Europa final, lost the final, which is cool. But at the same time, it's like we can't keep saying he's Huff when you have all these other players who can't even win shit. So I'm gonna just keep it a buck, bro. But besides that, I'm saying these players are not built to be winners because in the capacity, when you look at it, the last 2, 3 seasons at Madrid, it's been we don't have these players. It's the manager. We don't like this manager. And the players have gotten what they wanted time after time after time after time. And then now you have another serial winner of a manager who knows the club better than all you guys do, and you still are not able to win with that manager. It says more about the players, in my opinion, than it does about the managers because you've been given top managers time and time again. And it's not like this Barca team is better than you guys on paper. They're not. But they just showed the desire to consistently push through and put the not even the egos, but the desire to win as a collective above everything else. And that's what I'm saying. Madrid cannot win the league title this season. I'm only focused because I plan on putting $100 on Madrid and Bayern Munich to win the league this season. Marcus, lock that in.
I mean, what are the odds on that? I'm sure. I'm like, hey man, ain't they the favorites?
Minus something. That's what I
Yeah,
do
come
know.
on, Clay,
Hey
minus
man, hey
300.
man,
But a
hey.
lot of people might have Barcelona as the favorites to win the league since they won it back to back. But I mean, like
You
that
are.
first season, the last season, it was way, a lot more on their players. But the first season, I think Carlo got a little bit out of I don't want to say out of his steez. That's the wrong word. But I just think he got it was just his time at that point. But last season, yeah, it was really on the players. But Arbeloa ain't no top manager. I have to disagree with you on that one, brother. Xavi Alonso, we'll see. I just don't think a few of our players gave him a chance, and I already ripped them niggas a new one for that one. But yeah, the last season was more on the players. Because we were healthy enough to still win La Liga, I feel like, but we dropped a lot of points, especially when we got Arbeloa as our coach, because when Xavi was our coach, a lot of those games, we wouldn't have dropped a lot of those easy games. When once we got Arbeloa, we started dropping games we shouldn't have even dropped. But yeah, I don't see that being an issue this year. So yeah, I just don't see Barcelona, like Dan said, dropping that many buckets to Rihanna saying I get like in order for them to have a chance of winning, in my opinion, I just think Rafinha has to stay healthy for majority of the season. And he hasn't done that in the past few seasons. So we'll see. And putting Lamine Yamal in the center, I mean, his left foot is great, but what about that right foot? You know what I'm saying? Like you get in that center of the field, you got to be able to use both your feet, man. But
Yeah,
we'll
he.
see, man.
They be trying to make him be Messi, and I'm like, hey man, hey,
Yeah, no, no,
you're
no, he's
not
not that
Messi,
guy.
boy. You a
Yeah, he's
winger.
not. Yeah, he's not that guy. He's not messy. He's definitely not that guy. But
You're
yeah,
not
Clay, you
Neymar.
going
I know
you might
Neymar
as well
your
do
hero, but chill. I mean, but we'll
Clay, you might as
see.
well do 250 though, bro. Trust me, we gonna win the league. You don't gotta worry about that, bro.
So Clay, what do you see with Jose? What did the documentary and his career, his journey teach you about how you think he'll approach his second time at Real Madrid?
I mean, I think there's a lot of situations or a lot of moments in the documentary that it made me look at his second stint with Chelsea. Because similar thing, you build a team that goes on to win great things, to become one of the greatest in their club history and so forth, laying out the foundation, and then coming back and it's like the foundation has been broken. There's new players, new faces. The club is not in the same position. So it's like, I feel like Jose thrives in moments where he feels desired, because he said in the documentary, and I've always known that and felt that. But at the same time, I think he also like really thrives when he's able to mold something in his image, whether it's the players or the team or just the mentality of the players that he has. That's something that if he's able to have that control, he's always destined for success. And that's happened, second time going back to Chelsea, having players like Andre Schürrle trying to find ways to incorporate those guys, bringing in old players like Eto, bringing in the Drogbas again, trying to reinvent, not reinvent, but motivate players like Frank and John with Terry Cole and stuff like that. So I think he's coming to a Madrid team where these players are hitting their peak prime. You know, they've been trained enough to know what to do. But I think what they need now, and I think what Jose is good at, is building that mentality of being serial winners and being driven to always want to be like dominant and perfect on the pitch at any cost. I think that's what these players also need to kind of start understanding is like when you want to be a champion, you want to be a serial champion or you want to like leave a legacy, you have to take certain risks that you may not in the past thought was necessary, or you'd be like, oh, da da da. But when you want to climb the mountain and stay there, you got to play a little ugly as well. So I think he's going to be able to really mold these players and really get them to believe like it's us versus them, or we can achieve that. And I think he's going to do good at Madrid.
Yeah, bro. Piggyback on that. That's what I think he needs to instill because what I will agree with is like I think the players, these young players, think that it's easy or felt that it would be easy just because they put on that white jersey. And it's like, nah, nigga, y'all gotta put in that twerk where it's like the first stint with Real Madrid, like with Jose, he kind of helped them understand, like, nah, you gotta keep going and keep pushing. That's why when Carlo came in, they just kept the momentum going because they understood because they wasn't winning. So as much as they could have. So yeah, I think that Mourinho's going to help them understand like that mentality, that real mentality to like win year after year after year. You can't be bullshitting. You can't like take a year off or do any of that dumb shit. So yeah, I agree with that.
When Jose turned 64 in January, we know he always burns out of most teams after 3 years, so he got to win now. Hurry up. You win this year, you win next year, then you retire to the Portuguese
Yeah, he got
national
2 year
team.
deal, bro. He got two
Yeah,
year deal, I think. Yeah,
exactly.
with a 3rd year option, some shit like that, something like that.
Yeah. That's why I do think Jose, like, he's my favorite op of all time. I don't hate anybody in sports history more than him. But it's because of how much of a dickhead he is, how much of a shit talker he is, and how much he acted like he was doing all this phenomenal things without blood money. But hey, like, hey, Clay, you already know, man. It's blood on that money, but I still count it. Hey, so I ain't mad at you. I want Arsenal to become more corrupt and evil, like Jose. So, hey, man, respect to him. He's my favorite op. He shitted on my uncle Arsene Wenger like no other, man, and it was hilarious.
What do you call
I
him? What do you call him?
specialist in failure.
He called him a voyeur.
A voyeur, you're watching me too much. Why you watching me?
Called him
Are
voyeur.
you a cuckold? Wenger's not a cuckold. He just knows
Hey,
right and
chill,
wrong.
bro.
You
Chill,
know,
chill,
Oh,
chill.
that's
hey,
the type of
Jamar,
Calling niggas
have you watched the
warriors to
documentary?
cuts, bro. You
that's how
crazy.
disrespectful
Nah,
Mourinho
I'm gonna watch
is.
it though. I need
That's
to
what I'm
watch
saying.
Bruh,
You
it.
gotta
Yeah.
watch it.
Early Jose is prime HBO, okay?
Yeah, he's sick.
It's
And
prime HBO.
And you got to remember, like, soccer is his life. He ain't like the other, like, when you think about the legendary managers in recent history, a lot of them made it to the top level as players. Jose was always walking through the mud. He never made it. And he was a goalkeeper. You know, there's something against that, too. So it's like he put everything into being the best manager as he could because he wasn't able to maximize his career as a player, and that's why I appreciate his love for the game. I don't agree with his tactics, but you can never deny his desire and his love for football. That's why he's a Barcelona boy in his heart. We know he's the translator. And he talked about it, that how like going there, being at that, because that's why I always said it. I think Real Madrid is the greatest club in football history, and Barcelona is number 2 because you're chasing that giant. So you look at how he was there with Sir Bobby Robson as the translator. And then when Louis Van Gaal came, he stayed. And these guys are legendary figures, especially Louis Van Gaal. That's why I understood Jose as a pragmatist, because you're with Van Gaal. And you see at that same time, he's there with Pep, who was the captain at Barcelona. Jose Enrique was one of the star players there. And look at them, like literally 20 years later, or you come to 2026, Pep for me is the greatest manager of all time. Sure, other people, he might be in your top 5, your top 10, whatever. Enrique, this guy, you could argue he's the top manager in the game right now. Like, that's the type of chamber he was in. That's why I think Jose is so good and he can play in many ways. Like, he's famous for parking a bus, but Clay, in the documentary, did they highlight how he also had teams that were scoring a lot of goals and breaking scoring records like that 2012 Real Madrid team?
Yeah, no, they did. I think especially when they talked about when he came to Chelsea, the pressure of, do you feel the pressure? Da da da. And he keeps saying, I don't feel pressure. There's no pressure. And then the infamous quote is like, besides only Sir Alex, other than me, Sir Alex is the only, European, champion. So like, and then they talked about how the team was able to score goals, how Frank scored, 20 something goals in that season. Like all that kind of stuff. And they also talk about the Madrid side, how they became one of the most deadliest counterattacking teams. But I think again, recent football or recent social media has made it seem as though like Jose's never developed teams that have gone out to score big or are great at attacking. You can even look at his Inter team, like his first season with Zlatan, like Zlatan was a fucking monster, bro. I'm sorry. Pause.
But to your point, he's been a manager for over 25 years. So when you look at the last decade of him, it hasn't been none of that sexy shit. So that's why. But you are right. But that's why, like you said, it is cool to have these documentaries to document somebody's career, like a Jose, to show that, hey, hasn't always just been one thing. Like, personally, I felt like Jurgen Klopp should have been the Real Madrid guy, but I don't know. Maybe he's tired of club football. Germany is good for him. Outside of that, I feel like, yeah, Jose is kind of the only guy that Real Madrid could get to rein these guys in and help them, like you said, create that mentality of like, you got to do anything and everything to win. It doesn't have to be like the prettiest shit ever. And Jamar, you've said that to me when I was dissing Arsenal special teams football, our Frank Beamer ball. So, I mean, come on, Clay. Yeah, come on. We're going to get to my club soon.
Niggas on the net talking about Arteta's about to do something that only 3 managers ever done in Premier League. I said, man, y'all niggas
He's trying, man. He's trying.
Already off the coke talking about
what's that? What is he trying to do? Go back to back?
Back to back, yes, sir.
Only 3 managers have only done it. Only 3.
And the only 3, correct me if I'm wrong, Clay, it's Alex, it's Jose, and it's Pep.
Oh, damn. That's a nice little bubble to be in,
arguably 3 of the top 5 managers ever.
Yeah, that's a nice little bubble to be in.
You ain't need a second season, first season back to back.
First 2 years
with the double. So
that's why I see. I'm me. I'm an Arsenal guy. I'm an Arsene Wenger guy. But I have to admit, and we all have to admit it, the Premier League was kind of retarded in the 2000s. Them boys were slow as hell. They were slow. That
was before I was watching, so I can't speak on that, bro.
Because my uncle Arsene Wenger changed the league because he said, "Hey man, y'all got to stop drinking beer every day."
Yeah.
We can't get drunk.
Niggas drinking Gatorade and drinking water, and niggas say he's reinvented the game.
Bro, he said, "Hey man," he brought a dietitian. They said, "Whoa, what do you mean a dietitian? What's that?" Whoa,
that nigga's confused. Coming from Asia, right?
Yeah, man. He was teaching them how to play fluid football, playing from the back. They was like, "What's that?" They didn't know.
Did I say Jose?
Nah, Wenger.
Oh, because that's what Jose doing here. Remember Yeah, I
Wenger
heard about
changed
the
football.
nutritionist shit, right? With
Yeah.
Real Madrid. And then the shit that I seen with Jose not rocking. He like, y'all niggas gonna eat right. All that 5 minutes before practice. Nah, y'all better be here 30 minutes to an hour before practice.
You
Like
know what, Jose?
I
he
Bro,
heard
not
Jose
rocking.
changed.
eat lunch, dinner at the campus.
Yeah, Jose
Oh yeah, nigga
changed
all gotta eat
football.
together too. That's
Yeah,
another thing
yeah.
he changed. Everybody gotta eat together too.
That's that
Yeah.
Wenger stuff. That's what I'm saying. Who's the voyeur, Jersey? You took all of Wenger's stuff, but that's why I say the PL was kind of slow in the 2000s because Jose said, "Oh, these niggas still playing 4-4-2. Man, let me put a third midfielder in there." They said, "Oh, three midfielders. Oh Lord, oh
I'm too confused.
yeah."
confused.
That's why they only conceded 15 goals. He was like, "Hey man, I got an extra midfielder. We destroying shit." Then, bruh, and I'm saying this because even bruh, just 10 years ago, the PL is slow. Remember Conte? He came with a back five. They said, "Oh, whoa, back five. What is this?" And then he ran away with the league. That's what I'm saying. Our league, that's why Clay, he's right. They're good at marketing and promo, but that's why
The football's huff.
the English manager has never won the PL. Them boys really don't know football, even though they
Football's
invented it.
huff. The football be huff.
But
I told about the immigrants are coming and taking my jobs, right?
yeah,
They are.
you guys don't know how to do nothing without immigrants, man. That's another story for another day. But let's transition to England real quick because I don't want to do a full preview today because Ephraim wasn't able to show up. Shout out to brother E, he's doing some work stuff. So we'll talk a little bit about the PL because it starts this weekend.
Look at Marcus. Nigga ran to the closet trying to pull
Hey
it out.
Marcus, in the immortal words of Larry Bird, who's coming in second? Because we got it, man. It's our league, man. and Claytus, you know I've never been optimistic about Arsenal in my life. Even last year I was saying, yeah, this is the deepest Arsenal team ever. But hey, Liverpool got it. I still was hating.
Bro, you wasn't convinced until damn near fucking April, bro.
Yeah,
I'm sitting here trying to tell you, bro, relax. This nigga was like, nah, we gonna lose. I'm
I
like,
mean,
nigga,
that's what
calm
happened when all your life, all you know is disappointment.
all I know is
down. Bruh, I get it,
people
bruh.
letting me down,
Look,
Clay.
I gotta
Jamar, no,
tell,
Jamar,
like, I'm a
Jamar.
Titans fan and a Nets fan. I understand the pain.
20
Okay?
years. I remember
Bruh,
me
the
and Jay
Nets
used to
have
wake
never
up.
won an NBA championship. Neither have the Tennessee Titans. I don't even know what it tastes like over in American sports, bro.
I
I'm
remember one
starving.
time Clay came to my crib when back in the NSU days.
Good
You know,
times,
people used to
Jamar.
just open the door for the homies. So Clay, he knocked on the door and he see me one day. I had a hat low leaning. And he was like, "What nigga, what's wrong with you?" And he looked at the screen and he saw Arsenal. He started dying. Yeah, that's how this club used to have me moving. So Clay, he's right. I've never been optimistic. Marcus, you know, Jamar, you know. Come on, man.
I don't pull it up to the room in the morning, ready to spark before we go get brunch. The nigga Dan would just be sitting in his chair like this, just playing just
Those were the good
music,
days, bruh.
commentary off
The day
because
before
You're
brunch,
watching it on mute
here
that should
still.
be love.
Just looking at him.
I had to have the commentary on mute.
Yeah, just looking at him. It's
He
like
couldn't
this.
hear what was going on.
But yeah, man, this Arsenal team, hey, we played ugly special teams football to win the league, but City's collapse made it sweeter. And now we get to watch the documentary of City's collapse. I can't wait. Shout out to Pep. I lost my wife. Oh,
That's a passion.
I can't wait to watch that.
It's a passion.
But yeah, Arsenal won the Community Shield 3-0 over City. It's a glorified friendly until it's not. Shout out to City. They put their strongest
I'm
team
about to
out.
watch them highlights right now, bro. I miss
Arsenal
that.
put the strongest team out that they could, and we scored a goal in 25 seconds, man. Shit, man, we was moving fast. Shout out to that Miles Lewis Skelly pass to unlock Calafiori. I like the talent. Like, you know, Marcus, I said this a couple years ago. Hey, man, we got the most technical back line I ever seen. And you see Calafiori, I'm like, yeah, nigga, you're a winger. You should score more goals on that overlap.
Is that his new position? Is that his new position? To
I
do
think-
whatever the fuck I want to do?
I mean, you know, he's always had that freedom. And shout out to him after the match. He talked about how him and Hincapie, he doesn't look at it like a competition that he has to fight him for a job because he looks at it like we're two totally different players. So It depends on the game zone. If we want to be more attacking, I'm in. If you want to lock up shop, Nkapie's in. I feel like that's the type of thing that he's trying to do, that we have a lot of depth at defense. We signed Ezra Konsa today from Aston Villa for 52 million pounds.
Bro, is that 6 center backs, bro?
Yeah. I mean, he's 28. He's at the peak of his powers. And I like him because he can also play right back. He's English international. He's already super cool with a lot of niggas on the team, like Eze, Saka, Rice. So I think with Saliba's back injury, you don't have to force him back. You can let Konsa play. Mascara is still a young guy developing, so I think it is good for him to not be forced to go in the fire all the way, especially since you helped us lose that Champions League final with that penalty you gave up, young man. But that's another story for another day. So I think Konsa is a good signing. I like the midfield look very good with Bruno G. You saw how now that he's there, Odegaard doesn't have to come deep every time to get the ball and help build up play. He can just finally be a number 10, and he was looking good, man. Odegaard was looking like, hey, this is the Odegaard I see for the Norwegian national team, where he's unlocking teammates, getting good opportunities. Bro, he made Donnarumma lean one way, and he said, ha, fooled you, scored the other way. I was like, yeah, that's the Odegaard I remember. Shout out to Zolis. We've been twerking for a left winger for the last 3 years. Maybe we found one on accident for $40 million from Club Brugge. This guy, they said he's had in every match he's played for Arsenal from the friendlies from this offseason, he's had a goal or assist. He had 2 assists on the weekend. Should have had another one, but Saka skied it. But I'm liking what I saw. Shout out to Havertz, his goal. That's why, Marcus, they trying to say, man, we need to sell Gyökeres because, hey, man, if Havertz is healthy, he is the starter for Arteta. But great performance. I like what I saw. We won our 18th Community Shield, second most in England's history, only behind that damn United. But, yeah, man, great result. I'm happy that City is looking like they're geeked up. Enzo's lost. Rodri saw the result and said, get me out of here. I'm pleased, man. It was a great day. But Marcus, I'm backing my team to go back to back.
Hold on. Before you even let me post these highlights real quick. See, that's that pessimism, Brad, because I could have sworn I talked to you like literally after the World Cup, and you was talking about Saliba, you was talking about, and you was like, nah,
well, they bought people now.
So you're actually picking your preseason pick for the win is Arsenal?
Yeah, Saliba, you can hang out all summer and fall with Ruby Rose. Go ahead. Do your thing, man.
He's with Ruby Rose?
Yeah, I mean, hey.
That's what y'all was talking about in the chat. I thought y'all was just fucking around. Yeah. Oh, so he's really with Ruby.
Well, vacation. That's your vacation, boo. You know, they both Muslims. They both young and turned.
You got to grab what my man's Ray say from New York. Grab your favorite one and go.
No, they're not. They don't do that. They're switcherooing the joints, okay?
Yeah, she's a switcheroony, man, but it's okay.
Switcherooing the joint, okay?
Saliba, I respect Saliba. He's like,
he's on vacation.
He wants his honeys to pray 5 times a day like him. I respect that. And Ruby Rose is a Muslim, last I heard. So good for you. And shout out to None Madueke. You get a lot of stick. Are you that good? No, not really. But I like you. You're a good man. I like that you're one of the Bible school brothers. I like that you got swag. You're a man of honor. And everybody tries to say this stereotype about you being a road man and all that. I don't see that. He's just
a family man.
He's just a nigga with swag that likes hoes and Jesus. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nani is a young, successful black man.
Come on, man. He came to Arsenal. He won a league title. He a starter for England now on accident. Come on, man.
Elevated his career. He was at PSV. Came to London, played at Chelsea, now Arsenal. He is a successful young black man.
It's a good Disney story.
Michael say, you need to stop this propaganda against Noni Madueke.
Yeah, man. Is he that good? No, but he tries his best. He runs hard. He dribbles. He be losing the rock, but not in dangerous positions.
You got the hose. That's all that matters.
That is. And he reads. You know I like brothers that read. It ain't that many out here anymore. But Saka, he got the little braid fade. I'm like, hey man, when's your wedding? Is your wedding delayed because they asked your fiance what position you play and she didn't know?
Yeah, it's been very quiet on the wedding. I seen the Disney trip. No wedding. Chalet, where'd they go? Okay.
He ain't win the World Cup, so I didn't get the Champions League, so you gotta wait, girl. You gotta
Third
wait.
place not good enough.
No. I mean, you get it's a nice bronze medal. It's cute, but yeah, that's not what we pulled up for. But
Y'all did score in 25 seconds, bruh. God damn. That's niggas went crazy after
yeah,
y'all scored.
we were hungry. That's why I was excited. Shout out to Yokerez when someone
Who's
set
that
up the
nigga that
first.
scored though?
That's
I never seen
Calafiori, our
him on
left
your.
back.
Is he new?
Nah, he's been there a couple years, but
Okay.
he be in a flash. He's a flash guy. Like you see him, and then he'll be like, "Whoa, he be moving wild?" And then he be getting hurt a lot.
Okay.
He gets hurt a lot.
So
Marcus, early thoughts of the Community Shield. We'll go more into the PL preview next week, but early thoughts of the Community Shield.
yeah, congratulations on the Shield. Eventually, if you mention that this season, somebody is going to discredit that in the argument. Just saying that now. The match, I feel like Arteta is on his pep shit. This nigga really think he finna beat the league with 7 fucking center backs. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, yeah, I understand you getting the versatile center backs. But come on, bro. You're gonna need some attacking niggas when these low block niggas come out here.
That's what we got Bruno for. Come on, man. You seen Zolis? Come on, man. They called him the Greek Alexis Sanchez.
I'm gonna really be honest about Bruno.
Good. He good.
Okay? He's good. But he's gonna do some erratic shit in a hot game.
But that's why we have the depth. You got Miles Lewis Skelly there. You got Zubamendi there. You got Declan Rice there. You got Eze. That's why Nwaneri's like, oh man, where am I gonna play? I need to go on loan. Get me out of here. Got an all-star team behind me.
Some of it, I mean, I do feel like the back line is solid. I do think you need a little bit more. I think like Timbers is gonna be needed because that Ben White shit, I don't believe in it respectfully.
That's why you get Konsa. Konsa can play right back too. Because if it was up to me, I would sell Ben White a year ago. But they like him, and like you mentioned in our soccer chat earlier, Marcus, you need brothers. You need some British boys for the homegrown work. Okay, so hey,
I understand. That's why we might be contacting y'all about one of them little homies.
Yeah, you want Ben White? You need a right back. What are you talking about?
No, the young boy that can. But no, I mean, I think City actually, the story needs to be talked about. City, we got dudes that came a year ago getting sold to Saudi clubs. We got the other little midfielder want to leave. They saying he about to leave in a week.
They're saying Nico might go to Newcastle.
So, like, if we look at the totality of the team that was just there, and you look at the outgoings, the income ain't matching. Like, you lost Rodri, like you said, you bought the little Nico.
Got Elliot Anderson.
Like,
he was up.
All you got is what the hell you call this dude? Because he didn't really. Okay, I'll say this: he could do a nice cross, a deep cross, but his overall passing game was a bullshit Jorginho shit. Like, Kovacic looked way more solid, and I think Chelsea should still be mad that they sold that boy for.
You said Kovacic looks solid. They are killing him online, brother. They said I wish I found the picture. That brother Kovacic, he got hooked. He stunk. What?
They say, but I know you be having on mute. They say he ain't played in 11 months.
It looked like it. Brother was,
when you watch the game, he was the only one like really moving the ball, trying to progress the play like the first half.
He was trying, and then he was losing the ball a lot too because they was pressing his ass. But
like Phil Foden dropping deep, not doing shit.
That's Clay's name.
Like, I don't. And then what's the old boy name? The fast guy. What's his fucking
What,
Doku?
Doku? Yeah.
He was looking up.
Look, 5 minutes in the game after y'all scored, 5 minutes afterwards was the best City look going for the whole game to me. After that, y'all look kind of got tired. Like the preseason starts showing. Like y'all got tired, y'all let them grow into the game.
I wish we scored like 6. We should have scored like 5 at least, but hey.
Yeah. But overall, like City ain't it. City ain't it. Like low key, and if I needed a striker, my nigga, I would call for Erling Haaland today, to now, as that nigga would say. But it's like, nigga, I would save this young nigga, bro, because they not going nowhere, bro.
That's why Barcelona, I think they wanted Alvarez this year, but they might wait and try to see if they could get a loan from Jeff Bezos to buy Haaland next year or something. I don't know, man.
But I ain't gonna lie with y'all though. The little Club Bruise dude, he was solid. But to me, that mean grab your hand. I mean, what is this? Martinelli need to get the fuck on too.
You need to stay. I would keep him. He's a homegrown player too, Marcus. He counts because he came here at 18. He our academy player. You know how they be doing those rules.
That jacket on, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Jesus needs to go this summer.
Yeah, he needs to leave, but they said Barcelona looking at him. I said, hey man, they just see what I'm saying.
Damn, they broke your hell. Then they all gonna be like, hey, give me 20.
I'm trying to give them Jokeres. They're like, nah, what about Jesus though? It's $10. How much you want for him? I'm like, hey man. Yeah,
but I like you said, we'll talk about the predictions, but like, bro, because some of these preseason games, bro, I've been seeing that people don't found out that meta already. Y'all thought y'all had the meta, and niggas already don't found it out, bro.
Yeah, that's why you need a new one. And that's why Arteta talked about it after the Champions League final too, that we need to find more players that can imprint their will on the game. That's why, they were hungry for a left winger, because that when you look at our attack, that was the weakest position last year. Martinelli only scored 1 goal in the league, but he was balling out of control in the Champions League. And then Trossard was balling in the league, but he was quiet in the Champions League. It's like you couldn't find the balance. That's why it's like, for example, on the right side, you had None, who was good in the Champions League, and then Saka, who was good in the league and the Champions League. But Saka's minutes were limited because of his injuries. So I think where we need more balance in the attack, if we could find a winger, I would love it. But if not, I would keep Martinelli and look straight for another season, because it's like, you want a reclamation project of Rafael Leao? I don't know.
Slide Noni for Leao? Because, bro, what the fuck do
We're not getting rid of Noni, man. He's a good locker room guy, man. He works hard. Bro. He tries his best, He starts for England. Didn't you see, Marcus? He starts for England.
Bro, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Something Thierry Henry said in the World Cup, bro, that shit has never. I see it every time I watch him, bro. How are you this level and you can't cross at all?
It's because these guys are inside forwards. They're not old school wingers, because he's left-footed. So in the old days, he'll be playing the left wing, crossing the ball in. Now you want me to cross the ball with my weak foot because you have me on the right trying to cut in on my left. That's why these kids can't cross. They're not playing the same football anymore. And I know Henry, he says that because he was a winger when he started his career, and they had him playing on the left a lot, even though he's right-footed, and he was still getting crosses off. But nigga, you one of the greatest players ever. This is None Madueke. Leave him alone.
You need to do the James Miller, switch inside and then cross or something. God damn.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, man, my delusion is on all-time high with Arsenal. We got to win the league. It's set up for you to win the league. Everybody else is going through years of transition. I think Chelsea will be strong in a couple years because Xabi Alonso's putting things in place. I think Liverpool will be strong in a couple years because Areola will get, the time, and I like him as a manager. So that's why I feel like this year, Arsenal has to take advantage, and United, they were able to run up the league because last year, because they weren't in any European competition. But go ahead, Marcus.
Bro, you know who played one game a week this year? He on
Chelsea,
me.
yeah.
Hey, he got the best chance out of everybody. Shit, this motherfucker can drop out of every cup, and they legit play one game a fucking week. We see he has to work for United, but they
Hey,
won't
Marcus,
believe.
Marcus,
Danny Welbeck, Hendo,
I don't like
Morgan
how you popping on my
Rogers,
team. I don't like how you popping on my team right now, bro.
and Clay. We never even brought up.
This game. You niggas play once a week, and you niggas better win. You better at least get second.
I
And
mean,
Marcus, I
think it's
forgot.
next for
These
third.
guys signed LaCroix too. He's a good player. That's a French international to improve your back line.
On the back, they shitty in the front. Because you gonna be playing these old niggas is actually gonna get ticked, and that's the problem.
That's the thing. They have Cole Palmer, Morgan Rogers, João Pedro. That's a good front three if they're playing the 3-4-2-1. That's what I'm like. They got talent. It's just they're young. But if you look at, I think João Pedro is a very good player. Cole Palmer had a trash season last year, but we know he's a talented player. And Morgan Rogers had the best year of his career last year. He's continuing to elevate. So, what do you think about that front three, Clay?
I mean, I think it's better than what we had last season. My issue's always been goals. I think we like goals, but I think with Rodgers, even getting Jackson back, Cole getting in form, Esteval getting in form. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
You are happy about Nicola.
Yeah, because he
Hard.
makes other niggas look good. They don't know how to look
Yeah,
good
he
by
does.
themselves.
He does do a lot of good dirty work off ball. That's why Cole Palmer was getting all those easy goals.
I was looking at some of the preseason games. Like he tried to set that fucking construction worker up twice for tap-ins, and he still missed them joints. So these niggas, they need somebody to make them look good. But I think as long as we're able to score goals, I'm not really worried about our defense. I think we have options. It's just a matter of them staying healthy. But I don't think like we have bad defenders where we leak so many goals. I think it's more so like we made certain mistakes, especially with the PE teacher. We just didn't know how we were playing. But no, I'm expecting a top three finish this season, Charlie. I even want to hear about a semifinal, maybe a final. Because one thing about Chelsea, man, we do know how to end up in finals. So let's not forget that. So, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, whatever one of those Huff tournaments, and a third place finish, I'm cool with it.
One other thing I'll say on the tactical side, he's trying to go for a new meta as well, Dan. Like he niggas is not sticking to the positions. Niggas was I seen the video on that, like it's multiple times people are popping up on different areas of the field, and it's just not just one guy that has that type of freedom. Like
Yeah.
he playing more of a get in the space type of style, and like we're gonna see how that shit work because like I said, you only gonna see it once a week. So like, is it gonna be easy to figure out, or do you gonna need more games to figure it out? So like,
This nigga's too happy. This brother's too happy.
you got my OG over there coaching you, but
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. Like I said, next week we'll get more into the PL breakdown with Ephraim back. We'll see a game because the transfer window's still open. All of our teams can still make moves theoretically to try to get better. So we'll be on the lookout for that. I also gotta salute what's it called? Before we get to our superlatives, I gotta salute some champions because shout out to PSG last week. They won the UEFA Super Cup over Aston Villa. Very good performance. But then on the weekend, they lost the French Super Cup to Lens. And Dembele was saying, I got a ball in these matches to try to get back in the Ballon d'Or race. Yeah, you ain't getting that Ballon d'Or, but Marcus, is it any news for you that PSG lost that Super Cup, the Lens 1-0?
it seemed like they lose one final, like in those cups every year. And hasn't it been Lens multiple times?
Yeah, I think they lost it last year too, if I'm not mistaken.
So like I mean, I kind of think sometimes Lewis do that shit to try to get them a reality check as well, because like they don't lose often. Like if they play in their first team squad, but also I didn't see the lineup, but I don't think all their players are back, because what is that? Some of those guys still made a deep run in the World Cup, but so Dembele, you're not getting it.
My bad, Marcus. Before this year, they won the Super Cup 4 years in a row. This is their walkthrough trophy. Come on.
Hey, hey, bro, all streets come to an end. Maybe that's an omen. You niggas is losing the Champions League this year.
I hope so, because I need one, man. And then
I don't know.
my club football career will be complete. I need that. But hey, national team, we still struggling though. Hey, we'll get there next month during the international break. But Jamar, PSG, they're making big noise for their campaign this year, trying to replicate that Real Madrid three-peat of 2016 to 2018 in the Champions League. Y'all took Yan Diamande from them in the transfer window. What do you think about PSG losing this cup and their prospects of trying to tie y'all mark? Because they've made a lot of moves, but I think they still got a few more to do, because Marcus still won't give them the money for Barcola.
I mean, bro, to be honest, they have been talking a lot about it. Maybe they're trying to speak it into existence, but like I say, we gonna see during the second half of the season, because like by the time we got to our third one, our sole focus was Champions League. Like we didn't care about La Liga, we didn't care about anything else. It got to a point where it was just like it was kind of early on in that season too. I want to say like November, December. We was just kind of like you could tell the team was like, we our main goal is repeating the Champions League. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, because if I can remember, even our 2018 road there to the final wasn't even that difficult. So we'll see how it all plays out. But if they're going to act, they're going to talk that talk. Let's see what happens. But losing the lens in a gimme trophy that they usually win ain't a good look. But they did win the Super Cup trophy. But their saving grace is they play in the French league, so they could really do what they did last season and try to you know what I'm saying, like relax during the in the French league games and the League One games, and then turn up during Champions League. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like the Champions League field is possibly a little. Well, I'm not including Barcelona, but I feel like Bayern Munich is going to be better. I don't know. We gotta see what's up with Musiala, because I seen that he collapsed twice, not once. That's kind of spooky. I feel like Arsenal. Well, we'll see what's good with Arsenal too. But I feel like by the time it's the second half of the season, Arsenal's going to be a lot stronger. And I just feel like teams ain't going to, you know, make those same like they're going to take those games against PSG a lot more serious. Not to say that they wasn't, but they're going to have a lot more fight in those games because they already took those L's. And it's going to be tough. You know, I will say that because again, like I said, our main focus was Champions League. I can't remember. Maybe we won the Super Cup too, but all we won during that league was the Champions League. So, you know, to solidify that three-piece. So we'll see. They got an opportunity because they went back to back, but we can revisit this again in the second half of the season when we get closer to see if they've got a real opportunity to do it. But they got a shot, so we shall see. But that talking heavy, man, you gotta back that up. Man, they saying that's their goal, so we shall see again.
For sure. And another team that I gotta salute, Cameroon. Their women won the WAFCON over Malawi 3-0 on the weekend. Um, Malawi, respect to them. For them to even make the final was an amazing accomplishment. They're a very small country that isn't known for football. Ghana, this is all your fault because y'all lost to Malawi. Y'all should have been in the final. Our ladies underachieving just like the men, but shout out to Cameroon. Shout out to Samuel Eto'o, who's the president of Cameroon football, but he's down with corruption, so don't salute him too much. He chopping money, and he's down with the dictator, but it is what it is. But Clay, you down with that dictator too? When we ain't talking about Mbappe.
We're fighting corruption. Eto, I'm sorry, but you're getting clips of Most Wanted posted coming very soon.
Man, but Clay, what do you think we can do as lovers of African football to make the women's game bigger? Because it's like, obviously, it doesn't get the same coverage, but it's like they're developing, they're getting better. How would you try to improve the interest in the women's game in Africa?
I think right now it's in a good position. I think the education aspect is important, but also being able to give them resources. It can't just continuously be Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, or South Africa that are putting out women's team. I think we need to provide more resources. And as the resources is provided, I think that's going to help, scouts and even, local journalists or whatever scout better players that's going to push them to play in Europe or just give them the spotlight that they deserve. So I think honestly, it just goes back to resource. If you see somebody playing the game, they look good, everything slowly follows after that. So not much else to say with that. We all know how African soccer is. As well, as long as the resources are coming in, I think, the game is going to definitely progress.
Shout out to the ladies. I agree with you. It's only going to get better with time. But we're at the end of the show, guys. Marcus, you got anything for that MLS minute?
Oh, not this week.
Nothing wrong with that.
But
Shout out.
Atlanta United won.
And you rock it into Miami.
Hey man, because he lost. They got their
I
ass whooped.
was about to say, man. What was that poster?
Hey, all I got to say is it's a new king of the Eastern Conference.
Whoa.
And we'll get up next week with it because them boy Nashville smoked Messi them 4-1 this week, bro. But
and I seen your man Kevon Sullivan, the wonder kid that plays for Philly. He had 2 assists in a match. He's 16. He's looking like he's developing properly. He's going to Man City though. Sorry for you, but
they need to cancel that deal. Poach, go ahead, call him up. What is that? I think we got a session in September. Or it's like no October. I think they're gonna play some friendlies. So I need all my young boys, all my young black boys to get called up, and my white boy Sullivan, young Sully. But yeah, we'll be back next week with the MLS Minute, man. But hey, Atlanta United got to win, and forget that dude Ebro or Ebro that Switzerland dude, bro. He finessed us, bro. He going like the Portsmouth or some shit like.
Hey man, if they can play in Europe and get money, they'd rather stay there.
Fuck you too, even though you scored for Bernabeu. Yeah, hot wings and bitches for you.
Oh.
You in the fucking
Oh man, for sure. But guys, it's time for our superlatives. Marcus, what's your champagne move of the week?
I guess Curtis Jones finally getting his move out the club. He left the club.
I think y'all and Tottenham fans are pissed because they're like, hey man, how did Jed Spence move for less money? And Curtis Jones and Jed Spence just balled in the World Cup.
Hey, Curtis got championships behind his name. Young Kirko got championship behind his name. That's all
Oh,
I can.
come on. Remember Tottenham won the Europa League? Oh,
Kirko got a whole Premier League. Two. He got two Premier Leagues on his name. The Champions League. It's captain. It's full. This ain't seeing that. Seeing that. I
uh,
mean, but I say that's a champagne move because like finally bro going to a spot where he gonna start and enter. Also, I think like the league is a little bit more slower. So like his style of play where it's like he hold possession, he a little bit more, he a little bit more flashy, as you would say. Like he can go ahead, elevate his game and figure it out because he's gonna play more consistent minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with my like I said, the last scouts that don't play it on the top level, young Kirko, because we lost Trent long ago. But last scouser, young Kirko going to end.
for sure. Jamar, what's your champagne move of the week?
Shit. I'll go ahead and go with our combination in our last friendly, the combination for I want to say the third goal. Yeah, because the second goal was a cross. Yeah, the combination for the third goal where I think a youngin scored. It had Endrick in it. It had I can't remember the combination, but it was a nice combination to score the goal. But I'll go with that for our last goal in our friendly.
For sure. I'm gonna take it to the MLS. I said it a few minutes ago, but the young homie Kavan Sullivan getting 2 assists for the Philadelphia Union. Yeah, they lost 4-2 in the match, but don't worry about that, man. That little homie doing good. And my other champagne move is to the homie that avoided Neymar's dab. Shout out to you because Jamar, I was
Oh, I
wrong.
saw that too. Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that. That's crazy. Now he didn't avoid it. He didn't dap him. He
yeah, no,
just
like
yeah.
yeah. And he looked at him in his eyes when he moved his hand down. But Jamar, you were right. I was wrong. Last week, you were right. Neymar was spazzing at those homies after he beat his team beat them in the cup, and supposedly the reason why that dude didn't dap Neymar is because a few years ago he gave Neymar a nasty tackle, and then he said him and his family got all these death threats and all type of weird shit. He apologized to Neymar. He didn't do it on purpose, but Neymar be shitting on him publicly in the media and stuff. So that's
Oh,
why
okay.
we
I
was
get
like
it.
when he got
Yeah.
in line, he's like, "I'm not dapping you up. You know all the shit
I can
my
respect it. Yeah, I
family."
can respect that not dapping. I would have dapped him either if that would have
Yeah,
happened.
because
I
he's like,
mean,
you're the face of Brazil football. If you said something to stand down, be like, show some class, maybe people will stop harassing me and my family. But you keep egging them on, and you want me to dap you up? Fuck you. So yeah, shout out to you, young man. But Cletus, what's your champagne move of the week?
I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Bayern, even though it was a friendly game. The comeback from Heidenheim to win it out 4-2, and then Musiala, still being able to wake up after that little situation. So, yeah, I'll take all those positives.
Yeah, man, take it
is
easy.
he straight, bruh?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's good. I think it's just a matter of like the workload, the training, and also I think he just needs some time to like kind of rest. He did come out and say it's a neurological thing that like he was diagnosed with, but it's nothing like illness that like is stopping him from performing. But he just needs to like maybe readjust his workload and just kind of find it like days to deal with it day by day.
Okay.
and shout out to Bayern for putting that match for free on YouTube. If only y'all did that with league matches, but whatever.
Hey man, we're in USA.
Business. Yeah, I get it. Business is business. Jamar, get your champagne move. Oh yeah, my bad. All right. Goal of the week. My goal of the week, I'll go with that boy, Kang and Lee. That was a banger. Shout out to you. Cause hey man, you might not score another goal for 4 months. You know that the Atletico struggle goes. Once Simeone sees an attacker swagging too much, he's like, all right, slow down, slow down. But Marcus, what's your champagne goal of the week?
Hey man, young Clay, you need to get your binoculars together. Young Jeremy Jacquet has arrived. Got a goal in the
Other
game.
French center back.
Yes, sir.
These guys, they keep spawning them. I'm like, hey man, y'all all can't play for France. You better start learning your national team in Africa. Hey man.
They got them like this. Got 'em like this. And then that boy is solid. Technically, I don't know what the fuck they doing in the French Academy. But this nigga almost did a court turn. The nigga is solid. The passing solid. Defending solid. Okay? So I'm going with my young nigga, Jeremy Jacquet.
Respect. Clay, what's your champagne goal of the week?
I don't want to ruffle no feathers when I say this, but shout out to my boy Mason Greenwood. That left foot is just getting nastier and nastier, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, shout out to him at Fenerbahce. Oh, I forgot. Shout out all Arsenal's goals as well. That's my champagne goal of the week too. But Jamar, what's your champagne goal?
I'm gonna just go with that first goal that we scored from Killian, man. That nigga did some dumb shit, and Killian just took advantage of it and nutmegged the goalkeeper for a goal, bro. That nigga, I'm loving how he's walking in the camp like in peak form, like World Cup form, bro. I'm loving that, bro. So he wasn't just only doing that; he was moving well on the pitch, making some good crosses. He made a good cross to Vinny too. It got blocked by the goalkeeper, but he ain't have really. But I felt like Vinny could have made a better attempt. But it is what it is. Killian is playing well, so shout out to that boy, Kiki, man, Turtle, man. He doing his thing, man. He need to keep this up. That nigga's the best player in the world, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you there. And Marcus, I looked up Jeremy Jacquet. His family's from Guadeloupe. So yeah, all he can do is play for France. Yeah, hey man. He ain't playing for the Guadeloupe national team. He gotta make the French squad. He gotta make Euro go to Africa, one of them other boys, man. But it's time for us to open up the club. I'll start it off. I'm in the club with the champions this week. Shout out to the Cameroon ladies national team winning the WAFCON. Shout out to Lens winning the French Super Cup. PSG, y'all lost that, but y'all won the UEFA Super Cup, so pull up. And then Arsenal for winning the Community Shield. So salute. Season is now in motion, man. We here. Jamar, who are you in the club with other than Jose Mourinho?
Yeah, I mean, I feel you. We got to put the winners in. But outside of that, bro, honestly, bro, I was going to put in the whole squad with Jose, man. I feel like coming into this season, it's a lot more focused, a lot better focus, a lot more in tune and what we need to do. And it seems like they playing better too. So I'm gonna be in the club with them because I ain't gonna lie to you, bruh. Ain't gonna be too much clubbing this season, bruh. Niggas need to get serious, man. Start hoisting some shit. So yeah, I'm in the club with the squad, man, the medical staff, all of Madrid, fucking Florentino for working his magic in the off season. How he do. And yeah, man, just the Madrid as a whole, outside of everybody who lifted trophies. Oh, we lifted a trophy too, even though it was like a fake trophy. But yeah, yeah, that's what I'm in the club with, man. Oh, and shout out to the Titans, man. We won our preseason game. You know what I'm saying? I liked how our operation looked. It was a lot smoother than when Brian Callahan was the coach. So I'm digging that already. Like Lord Jesus. So yeah, that's what I'm in the club with.
Respect. Medical staff, you under surveillance. We watching you.
Yeah, they are. They are. Medical staff,
Yeah.
nutritionists, all that shit, bro. Niggas better not get hurt. Man, I'm gonna be sick, bro.
Man. Marcus, who are you in the club with
We'll have like I'm not gonna really be in the club. I'm gonna make an appearance. But I'm
Oh,
gonna
it's a
invite.
walkthrough.
Yeah. But I'm gonna invite a lot of people, and we're gonna have a quick little talk. Like Anthony, I need Anthony to hit his part because we need you to come back and help us understand what the hell going on with your team. You need to look in before the season start because it's over. It's over. And I think me and Clay are gonna stomp on your team the whole year. Every pod. It's fuck city. Okay. It's the red cartel. Whole lot of red is the soundtrack. This whole section. I'm bringing Tua, my whole Falcons defense, um, Angel Reese for that missed layup. I'm sorry, baby.
Oh
Um,
nah, but nah, though they beat Vegas though. We probably gonna talk about that tomorrow, but they
Yeah,
beat
brother
Vegas
got
though last
traded too
night.
today. They sent that nigga to the abyss.
Ooh.
He got Juju Reese got traded.
Oh.
He's in that weird three-team trade, and then
Yeah.
they said the
The
Nuggets
Angel
gonna
played
cut
all
him.
right against Aja Wilson last night, though. I think it was last night they played. But yeah, she played all right against, but that layup, she did smoke that layup though. That shit
That
was
was
crazy.
very nasty. I said, "Hey man, I was killing those layups in the house league. Fast break like that? Come on, man."
Hey, look, all I know is I need to beat Caitlin every time she comes to the city, bro. And that was unacceptable. That was just unacceptable. And Stephen A. Smith for getting that award from the journalist, bro.
Oh, the thumbs down award.
Bro, you moving out of pocket right now, bro.
They
Like
said,
Oh, he is?
yeah,
well, yeah.
I remember that Monica McNutt joint. Like you kind of getting out of pocket, there, bro. And like now you,
Oh shit.
Monica McNutt didn't know who Barry Sanders was,
Yeah,
man.
she was mixed. Yeah, that was yeah. See, these journalists, bro, they gotta
But
get it together, man.
she ain't. That's the thing. Monica McNutt, she a basketball analyst, and
yeah,
they
that's what I
sometimes
say.
they be trying to make people do too much because, like Charles Barkley
Football
said,
niggas be talking about basketball though.
yeah,
They
because they're
stay
like,
talking about
hey, yeah,
basketball.
man, it's sick. It's a disease out there, but hey, yeah, Stephen A. He's in trouble out here, man. He's sick, and he went to Sean Hannity after he got the award. He's proven they point. But hey, shout out to Stephen A.
Oh,
Man.
one more person, man. That Acho dude, bro. You moving sick out here, bro. You moving sick. Beefing with Shannon Sharp, old pay. You moving sick.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Nigerian scammer. That's all I'm gonna say about that guy. He is a sick man. And Stephen A. You look at him. His family from the Caribbean. So they be bringing some of. Hey, my family from Ghana, but I don't be doing them cooning like them other brothers, man. Them niggas, they under surveillance, man. How you get a thumbs down list from your own organization because they're like, hey man, you too much of a buster. It's like, hey man, get your mind right, Stephen A. But Clay, who you in the club with?
Ah, don't really know, man. The club might be closed for now, man. But I'm liking what I'm seeing all across the board. You know what? Pep's in a club. Pep's in a club. That brother, I know he's going through the withdrawals
You
right.
put Pep in the club?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, man. He's going through withdrawals. The documentary's out about him losing his bet. You know, he's no longer in football. I know he's depressed. He needs some alcoholic drinks. And I just want to thank him for leaving England too, by the way. So yeah, he's in the club with me.
You should thank Arteta too, man. We ran him out the league, man. We escorted him out. The PL don't want to do their job. The FA don't want to do their job. 115 charges. We're still waiting, brother Clay.
It's
I'm
not.
happy.
It's not. I talked to the FA last week. I talked to the FA. They're gonna cut it down to like six, and then they might hit him with like one penalty. I had the call last week.
Hey man, all I know is, Arteta's been talking about Arsenal wanting to be a dynasty. In my eyes, we a dynasty already, man. They corrupt, man. Hey, we won three Premier Leagues in 4 years, man. Fuck it. They don't want
Well,
to give. I'ma just take it, man. Wait, I gotta take
hey,
it.
hey man, you're better off flexing the three Community Shield, the FA Cup,
You mean the English Super Cups?
Nasty.
Champagne soccer. Well, I'll let y'all next week. Before we disappear, what do we got to do, Marcus? I think Marcus disappeared when I said.
Hey, start holding up threes, man. But until next time, man, keep them pinkies up. We out.